Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is RUBZ.ONLINE and it's another Saturday and we are here for episode 5. So for this episode for Just Vlog is I'm going to share something to you about a game that I recently been playing with my kids and some of it with my friends and students. So the name of the game is Among Us. Yes, it's Among Us. So Among Us is a game that it was released around 2018 and it gained popularity just this year because a Twitch streamer played on it played on it while streaming, and then it garnered a lot of attention. So I don't know who the streamer is, but I know that that's where the Among Us popularity started. So the premise of the Among Us game, okay, this is a short review. So because everybody knows that I'm a mom, and of course I also play a game. So the premise of the game is there will be a group of people, so around 10 at most, and then they are actually in a spaceship or in a planet or something, and then the goal of the game is for the players to be able to do all the tasks that were assigned to them, while there will be an imposter or somebody who's going to try to kill them or sabotage everything so that they will not succeed. And then the imposter, as it tries to sabotage and kill the other crewmates, is that yeah, he or she will pose as somebody who is with them, but where in fact he's the imposter and he's trying to do these things. And then there's also a chat box wherein you vote out who the imposter is and who is not, or all those things. You talk about it, and then you once you find imposter, you just vote him out, or if not, then the crewmates are defeated. So the game is very simple, and it can end about 5 minutes lesser. But some parents are actually not comfortable with it, though the graphics are simple. It's kind of cute, the astronaut characters are kind of cute. But when the imposter kills the character, that is when there's a graphic. I'm not saying it's very gory or what, but there's a graphic of blood, killing, and violence. So let's say there's violence. So there's violence, and some parents might not be comfortable with it. So yeah, I know that there's a lot of violence everywhere that we see, but if you're not comfortable with the violence the game is showing, so I suggest younger children should not be playing the game. But if you have older children who already understand about some of this concept about violence and all those stuff, then well, they can play it. My youngest child is already 11, so I allowed her to play the game as long as she doesn't talk to strangers, because there is what we call a chat forum, because Among Us can be played online or locally. So if you play online on a public server, you will be exposed to a lot of strangers. Though there's no voice, okay, voice chatting, only chat, but just be careful not to expose sensitive information and all these things. And I also said, and one thing that I like about the chat feature is that they're censoring all those words, like swearing words. And just lately, one of my daughter told me that even the swearing words in our language, the Filipino language, have already been recognized and already been censored. So that's kind of okay. And as long as you do not exchange vital information, so the chatting is good. Because you see, all the games and even social media and all these things, if we do not really protect our children, we can be exposed to harmful elements of the community. So as much as possible, you let the children play when you're around, and then um, do not allow them to give out information. So, and if they play games, I suggest that they play with their friends. Okay, even though they play on a public server, so they can play with their friends, and then because they can make the game private, you just send out the codes and all this stuff. So that's what I do with my children. So we play in a private server with friends, with classmates of my children, and all those stuff. We do that one. So Among Us is actually good. It's a great game. So it can help you with your deduction skills of, you know, thinking who the imposter is and all those stuff. So it's a kind of good game, even though the graphics are simple. So it's very nice actually. You can, and it's a good game for friends, classmates, and even family, because you can play the game locally. You can set it up locally. So it's a great game. So for me, Among Us, I suggest Among Us can be played by older kids with because of the violence whenever the imposter kills. But maybe for younger children, I think it's not a great game because, you know, if you played it in a public server, you don't know who we're talking to. Okay, so it's a great game for friends and families, and even if it's also a great game if you talk. I mean, when you play it with your friends, because you can play it privately. So for parents, is Among Us a danger for your kids? So I don't really think so. Uh, as long as they play cautiously, okay. Because though there's no voice chatting, but there's text chatting. So as long as, since the game will just last a few minutes, and you can only chat whenever you need to vote out the imposter or have an emergency meeting. So if there are only short avenue where they can chat. And also the before the game starts, you can chat also. So that's where you can be careful, be cautious, and not to give out your information, because some of them ask for your Snapchat username. So if they get your Snapchat username, they can chat with you, or even with Instagram and all this stuff. They try to do that. So as much as possible, just enjoy the game, play it, but not really, you know, give out those vital informations. So for me, I play Among Us, and usually my name is Carrot or Radish. So I kind of like it because, you know, there's the orange, because you are given the chance to choose among the 12 colors available, and I usually choose orange. The orange is not my favorite color, but I just like it because I can turn myself into a carrot. So anyway, so Among Us is a great game, and just be careful. That's all. There's nothing to be really alarmed about the game. Just be careful, be cautious, and recommended for older kids. So that's all for today for my just vlog. So I got this feeling that I just really want to not defend the game, but it's just actually I like the game, and it's a good game when you really use it in a good way. Just that, like everything else, like social media and all these things, it is good, okay, until you use it in something else. So it's all good. I like the game, and I hope you like it too. If you haven't played, try playing it with your kids if you want, and just be careful if you're so sensitive about violence scene. It's not very violent anyway, but there's blood, so there's violence. So anyway, thank you for watching Just Vlog episode 5. So I hope and see you next time. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my new episode. Thank you so very much. This is Mommy Ruby. See you next time. Bye.